Hi guys, welcome to Unacademy, a YouTube session on Unacademy. This is Welcome to Unacademy YouTube session. This is presented by me, Rajshekhar, and this series is on your economy revision for your prelims 2021. Yes. In the last class, we discussed on monetary aggregates, about monetary policy, what is all there in the monetary policy, okay, and what are the quantitative tools and who will decide on the monetary policy, what do you mean by monetary policy committee, how many people will be there in monetary policy committee. In this lecture we will discuss on the left out qualitative tools and quantitative tools and how the questions can come on this monetary aggregates and also something on economic reforms. Yes. Okay, and see this is a mega subscription offer there till April 28. You can use this code to get this subscription and also to get the discount. You can use this code RAJUBG to get the discount on your subscription. And the new batches were started. You can enroll even now. You can enroll for any of the batch and you can use this code in Unacademy to get the discount. Yes, and there is a NCRT batches, 3 months batches, plus Unacademy plus batches, and Unacademy iconic batches. And these are the prices of plus subscription and iconic subscription. Yes, if you want a discount, you can use this code to get the discount on your subscription. RAJUBG. Yes. Okay. You can also use this code in your app, in your Unacademy app, to get the discount. Yeah. So let's start this session and let's crack it. Okay. 2 seconds. We will start this session. Okay. Yeah. Let's start this session. In previous session, we discussed about monetary policy. What is monetary policy and who will frame the monetary policy? We have central bank called as RBI. Especially in every countries, the central bank will take the responsibility of monetary policy. In case of India, our central bank is RBI. Yes, RBI will take care of this monetary policy, and we have something called as Monetary Policy Committee MPC, which consists of 6 members who will take care to decide on the monetary policy rates, to decide on the quantitative tools, to decide especially on repo rate, reverse repo rate, marginal standing facility. We discussed about quantitative tools. Okay, then we discussed about these reserve ratios, cash reserve ratio, statutory liquidity ratio. I told you the difference between two. Then we discussed about marginal standing facility, the relationship between repo, reverse repo, and marginal standing facility. Yes, and then about long-term repo operations. Repo, I told you repo operation are for short term. Okay, for long term, the RBI introduced something called as LTRO, long-term repo operations. Yes, then it's about open market operations. What the RBI will do in open market operation? They will sell and buy the government securities with open market operation. Yes, when they will sell, when they will buy, how they will control the money supply with this, that we discussed. Yes, and there is something called as market stabilization scheme. Okay, which is used only in case of inflation. Now we will see there are some qualitative tools. We discussed about quantitative tools and there are some qualitative tools like, see, moral suasion, moral suasion. Okay, in moral suasion, what the RBI will do, RBI will suggest the banks, RBI like giving some advice to banks, do this, do that. Okay, see, make the interest rates lower. Like this, RBI will give some suggestions to the banks in case of moral suasion, in case of this qualitative tool, but there will be no penal measures. What do you mean by this? If bank doesn't, like if bank doesn't do anything for the RBI advice, then it's okay. They will not take any penal measures. There will be no penalty. There will be no direct action by the RBI towards banks. But there is another qualitative tool called as direct action. This is another qualitative tool. Here also the RBI will give advice, will give some what some measures. RBI will advise the banks to take some measures, and if banks won't take those measures, then they will take a direct penal action on this. Then they will say we are giving you some penalty. Okay, we are making you something. Recent examples we did with Yes Bank and all. Recent example, they took a measure on Yes Bank. Okay, Yes Bank, they were telling a Yes Bank to do this, to do that, but they didn't do. That's why they took a direct action on Yes Bank. So this is the difference between moral suasion and direct action. These both are qualitative tools. Okay, these both are qualitative tools. Yes, is it clear? You can tell me in the comment section, you can tell me in the chat section. Okay, so yeah, is it clear? So these are the qualitative tools, moral suasion and direct action. Okay, then there is another qualitative tool. There is another qualitative tool called as selective credit control. Then what do you mean by this? Selective credit control in the sense, banks can give loans to like whoever they wish to. Banks can give loans to whoever they wish. No, no, no. What happens in selective credit control? There is something called as priority sector lending. You heard of this? Priority sector lending. Okay, there is something called as priority sector lending. Every banks, their 40% of their loans they should give to farmers. They should give to like marginalized societies. There are some categories in priority sector lending. They should give to only those people, to only those sectors. That is called as selective credit control. We are controlling the credit of banks. We are controlling the credit of banks for whom they should give loan, for whom they should not give loan. Yes, that is called as selective credit control, and it is a qualitative tool. Yes, see, yeah. There was a previous year question on what we discussed, the quantitative tools. We discussed the quantitative tools and qualitative tools. How the questions can come on this in your UPSC prelims. Yes, this is a previous year question. In 2013 prelims, they asked this question. See the question. They asked, open market operation refers to what? Simple question. Open market operation refers to what? Okay, anyone know the answer to this? Because we discussed this. Anyone know the correct answer to this? You can tell me in the chat section. You can tell me in the comment section. What do you mean by open market operations? Open market operations in the sense OMO is nothing but buying and selling of government securities by RBI. Okay, by RBI to whom? To the market. RBI can buy the government securities from the market, and RBI can sell the government securities to the market. That is called as open market operation. A simple question: purchase and sale of government securities by RBI. C is the correct option. This is how you can expect the questions from your quantitative tools and qualitative tools of monetary policy. See, again, it is a question of 2012 question. In this question, they asked which of the following measures would result in increase in the money supply in the economy. Which of the following would result in increase in money supply? I told you the concept of money supply and quantitative tools. Okay, yeah. See the first statement. Good, Sai Shri, good. Okay. See the first statement. Purchase of government securities from the public by central bank. Okay. This is called as open market operation. Yes. See what happens when RBI purchases the government security from public. They will pay some money to public. Government securities are not free. Public will get the money. Okay, public will get the money. Okay, at that time the money in public mean in the sense market in the sense economy. So money is coming towards economy, then the money supply is increased in first case, in first statement. Okay, so one is true. Then deposit of currency in commercial banks by the public. No, if they go and deposit the money in bank, if public go and deposit the money in bank, public means economy, the money supply in the economy decreases. Yes. Okay, borrowing by the government from the central bank. Okay, what happens if government borrow from RBI, which is our central bank? Our central bank is RBI. Government borrows the money from RBI, and government will do what from that money? They will spend it on public. See, they will spend it on public. They will spend it on constructing the parks. They will spend it on giving the schemes. They will spend it on giving the direct benefit transfer to the people. If they are spending it on public, then the money supply is increased. Public means economy. The money supply in the economy is increased. So in first statement the money supply is increased, in second statement the money supply is decreased, in third statement the money supply is increased. See the fourth statement. Sale of government securities to the public by central bank. Okay, RBI is selling the government securities to public. Then what the public should do now? Public should pay money for these government securities. Okay, if money is going away from the public to RBI, then the money supply decreases. Money supply decreases in the public, money supply decreases in the market. Yes, this is your fourth statement. What they asked, when the money supply, which of the following measures would result in increase in the money supply in the economy? Only your first statement and the third statement made the increase in money supply in an economy. Yes, is that clear? So answer is 1 and 3 only. Your option C, 1 and 3 only. This, is that clear? Yes, good Pushkar, Sai, good, correct answer. Okay, next question. Which of them are part of monetary policy? In the last two classes, I told you everything about monetary policy. I told you everything about quantitative tools and qualitative tools. Which of them are part of monetary policy? They can be quantitative tools or qualitative tools. Anyone? What is the correct answer for this? Take this as option A, option B, option C, option D. Which of the following are the part of monetary policy? Okay, this as 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, good Pushkar, good. If you want, I can list those. Okay, see, in monetary policy, we have two tools. One is your quantitative tools. Manoj Kumar, good. Another one is your qualitative tools. What are the quantitative tools we have? Basically, CRR, SLR, okay, then repo, reverse repo, MSF, okay, marginal standing facility. Then we have open market operations, okay, bank rate, market stabilization scheme. These are all quantitative tools. Yes, these are all quantitative tools. Okay, then what are the qualitative tools we have? We discussed qualitative tools: moral suasion, direct action, selective credit control, loan to value ratio, LTV ratio, we call it as loan to value ratio. These are the quantitative tools, these are the qualitative tools. Both together we call it as monetary policy tools. What they asked, which of them are part of monetary policy? Bank rate, yes. Bank rate is a part of monetary policy, yes. Bank rate is a quantitative tool. Open market operations, yes. OMO, see, I told you. Bank rate we have here. Where is public debt? Where is public revenue in this? No, these are not quantitative or qualitative tools. It's option C, 1 and 2 only. Is it clear? Anyone have doubt in this quantitative tools, qualitative tools? You need an explanation for anything in this? Okay, good. See, find the correct statement about one of the quantitative tool, SLR. Find the correct statement about SLR, statutory liquidity ratio. Okay, to meet, I told you in my previous class, I told you the exact difference between CRR and SLR. If you remember this, the difference between CRR and SLR, you can answer this. To meet the SLR, commercial banks must keep cash only. Okay, the SLR is maintained by the bank with themselves. Third option, SLR restrict the bank leverage in pumping more money into the economy. What can be the correct answer to this? This is your previous year question, asked in 2015 or 2016, I guess. What could be the correct answer for this? Okay, this, take it as option A, option B, option C, option D. Okay, Pushkar, D, only 2. Okay, any other answers? Any other answers from others? Okay, we'll see. See, I will first tell you the difference between CRR and SLR. Okay, yeah. First understand this difference. CRR is that percent, the current CRR is 3%. The current SLR is something around 17%. No need of exact figure. Remember this. This 3% they should keep in cash only. They should keep it with RBI only. Okay, yeah. This SLR, they can keep it in the form of cash or in the form of gold or in the form of government securities. And this SLR, they can keep it with themselves. There is no compulsory they should keep it with RBI. They can keep it with themselves. Okay, so see the options now. To meet the SLR, commercial bank must keep cash only. No, this is CRR. That is not SLR. Okay, SLR is maintained by the banks with themselves. Yes, this is correct. Pushkar, you are telling C option. Sai, C. Okay, good. We'll see. SLR restricts the bank leverage in pumping more money into the economy. What is this 17%? 17%, I will explain you this. 17% of net demand and time liability. I can give you the example. Consider if I go and keep 1 lakh deposit in SBI. Consider I am the only customer for SBI. I will go and keep 1 lakh deposit in SBI. This 1 lakh they can give loan for others, okay, but not completely 1 lakh. They should keep 17,000 as SLR. They should keep 3,000 as CRR. So what is left? If you minus 17,000 and 3,000 from this 1 lakh, so they left with 80,000. They left with only 80,000. Only 80,000 they can give loan to others. Okay. So what happens if you increase it? If you increase the SLR from 17% to 18%, at that time what happens? 18,000 they should keep it as SLR. 3,000 they should keep it as SLR, CRR. So 18 plus 3 is 21,000 they should keep it aside. At that time they have left with only 79,000 to give loan. Yes. So read the third statement. SLR restricts the bank in pumping more money into the economy. Yes, this is correct. If you increase the SLR, then less money is going to the market. We will restrict the banks to what? Pump more money into the economy. This is also correct. It's 2 and 3. Understood? Any doubts in this? Any doubts from anyone? Okay, this is your previous year question. I'm just telling how the questions will come on your monetary policy, quantitative tools and qualitative tools. Okay, see, this is your 2015 question. 2015 question. I can read. If you can't see the question, I can read it for you. Okay, see the question. What they asked: when the Reserve Bank of India reduces the SLR, when the Reserve Bank of India reduces the SLR by 50 basis points. What do you mean by basis points? See, if the current SLR is 17%, if they reduce it by 50 basis points, it will become 16.5%. You understood about basis point? Okay. When the Reserve Bank reduces the SLR by 50 basis point, which of the following is likely to happen? Okay. Yeah. Which of the following will happen if the RBI does like this? Okay. First option, India's GDP growth rate increases drastically. Okay. First option, Anurag, good. Second option, foreign institutional investors may bring more capital into our country. Second option, foreign institutional investors may bring more capital into our country. Third option, scheduled commercial banks may cut their lending rates. Scheduled commercial banks may cut their interest rate, in the sense may cut their home loan rates. Okay, all the interest rate they will cut. It may drastically reduces the liquidity to the banking system. Fourth option, they are telling liquidity will be reduced. This is third option. Yes, scheduled commercial banks will reduce their interest rates. So what should be the correct option? Good. Manoj, Pushkar, Anurag, good. Okay, see what happens when the SLR is reduced. When the SLR is reduced, again I am giving you the same example. Consider there is only 1 lakh deposit in SBI and I am the only one customer for SBI. Okay, if the SLR is reduced, the banks will reduce their interest rates because they are getting more money to pump into the economy. In previous question only discussed, if the SLR is reduced, they will get more money to pump into the economy. Okay, that is option C. Scheduled commercial banks may cut their lending rates. Yes. Is it clear? Okay. Okay. Now we'll see what do you mean by bi-monthly policy report. Okay. Recently, our RBI Governor Shaktikant Das gave bi-monthly policy report. Means in 1 year, we will get at least 6 reports. Yes, because one report for every 2 months. So in a year, we will get 6 bi-monthly policy reports. Okay. What will be there in that report? Okay. Monetary Policy Committee decided to continue with accommodative stance. Usually, I will tell you what will be there in your monetary policy rates. The Shaktikant Das, okay. Usually, Shaktikant Das will address the media, will call for the media. Okay. In MPC, usually they will tell what is the repo rate of this bi-monthly policy rate. What is the current repo? Anyone know what is the current repo rate? Anyone? You can tell me in the comment section. Recently, Shaktikant Das did not change the repo rate. They kept it as it is. So what was the repo rate? Okay, remember it is 4%. Okay, and they will tell what is our stance. Stance in the sense there are 3 stances. One is accommodative stance. Second one is calibrated tightening. It is calibrated tightening and neutral stance. Yes, they will tell what is repo. Yes, good. Anurag, good. And what is the current reverse repo? The current reverse repo is 3.35%. Yes. Repo is 4%. Good. Shubha, good. And they will also tell what is our stance. Okay. And yeah. Okay. See. COVID-19 ensuring remains with the target. Now if our economy is low, our economy is down because of COVID-19. Now we have a accommodative stance. What do you mean by this? What do you mean by this accommodative stance? It means we will either decrease the repo rate or we will keep it as it is. We will never change the repo rate. But there is no chance of increasing the repo rate. Accommodative means this. Yes, you got it. We will either decrease the repo rate or we will keep it as it is. We will never increase the repo rate. Then what is calibrated tightening? We will either increase the repo rate or we will keep it as it is. We will keep it as it is, but there is no chance of decreasing the repo rate. It means calibrated tightening. Yes. What is the neutral means? See, read this. Okay. I told you accommodative stance here. See. Now the economy needs investment. Okay, sir, please repeat. Okay, I will repeat. If it is an accommodative stance, what they mean is we will either decrease the repo rate or we will keep it as it is. See, in the previous bi-monthly policy report, it was they kept it as it is. Even in the previous, it was 4% only. Even in this, they kept it for 4% only. They will never make it 4.5. They can even make it 3.5, but they will never make it. They can make it 3.5. They will never make it 4.5. Why? Because they told we have a accommodative stance. Got it? Yes. Okay. When they tell we will make a calibrated tightening, then they can increase. They can make 4.5 or they can keep it 4% itself, but they will never make it 3.5%. Is that clear? The conditions which I am telling are clear? Okay. In neutral, what do you mean by neutral? Means they can do anything. They can either increase the repo rate, they can either decrease the repo rate, they can either keep it as it is. Yes. Okay, good. Yes, this is all about the qualitative tools and quantitative tools and bi-monthly policy report of RBI. Okay, so what we are doing in this YouTube sessions, we are discussing on more on this. Okay, daily we are revising for half an hour, so that what is important for films, what is important for prelims, that I will tell. Okay, only important of prelims. Okay, and yes guys, for more sessions like this you can visit Unacademy Plus, and if you want a discount and if you want free videos, you can use this code RAJUBG to get a discount and to get the free videos on Unacademy. Yes, thank you for this. Again, tomorrow we will meet you at 1:30 p.m. daily at 1:30 p.m. Thank you for this. Have a nice day.